Hey guys and gals, Malkuth 1974 back at you with another episode of our Space Engineers Let's Play. Coming back at you at our new base, our large ship production base. Can you see me now? How you doing? Yeah, that's right, Malkuth 1974. Anyway, last time we left you, we had all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see if I can get out of this here. Alright, now we're back. So, last time we left you, I was working on finishing up this base, and it's all set. We got a lot of things to cover today, and a lot of things to talk about and do stuff. So, I do have all my LCD screens set up. As you can tell, the base is doing quite well for different stuff. This is all run from Tim, or the inventory management system there. And this over here is actually using the LCD2 script, which gives me things like the hydrogen tanks, oxygen tanks, the reactors, how the oxygen farms are doing, and the oxygen tanks again, and the air vents, what their percentages, and all that wonderful stuff. And I got a few in some of the other rooms, like the power room has power information in it, and then the small control room that we have over here also has a few of the information that we need in it. So let me put my helmet on. Let's go outside and do a check here. Oh, and if you guys want to name this station, be my guest. Have another competition between everybody in the thing. So this is the station all finished. It has many guns on it, has turrets, has rocket turrets, has some over there, has some on the bottoms. And if we look at the blueprint screen, which I believe is it F10? Yes. If we look at the the blueprint screen, there's a few things in here that we got. We got the Tatara. We'll get into this in a second. We got the recon drone, we got the Mark II fighter, we got the old Tatara before it was named the Tatara, and we got these large defense turrets. We're going to cover those in a few seconds. And we got this new ship that I built. A lot of my ships now I'm going to be building in, what the hell is it called? The free one there, I can't think. Whatever. It's anyway, so I built this new Corvette. I'm calling it a Corvette because it's not much bigger than the Tara, but it's armed to the teeth, and it's gonna be our new exploration ship. We don't need the Tara anymore for major things anymore. Where did it go? It's down here. By the way, this is the new welding ship I did. I didn't really cover it last episode, but it is. I didn't make it remote. You do have to fly it. And there's the Tatara sitting in berthed to, or docked to, the station, ready for any mission that we need to send it on. Let me take you out here. If you look out here, you can see I have something called Defense Satellite A and Defense Satellite B. These were all made with this shipyard. This is my own offline or off video test of these. These are very simple, large ships that basically, ooh, oxygen is running low. I'm gonna have to get back here in a second. That basically all they are is gun emplacements. I got 2 turrets on the edges and 2 turrets, 2 rocket turrets on the end. And they do have engines, obviously, for we can get them out here, and remote blocks and all that stuff. They have doors. If you open up the door, you can see that there's stuff inside, so we can go inside of them, etc., etc. But these will help defend our station from any incoming attacks that might strike us. So this is one of the new vessels that I kind of built from hand. I didn't actually build this. I didn't actually build this in creative mode. Oh my god, I just came up with it. Creative mode. Why couldn't I think about that like 5 minutes ago? Creative mode. So I'm going to build all ships in creative mode, just so you guys remember that now. Okay. So this is the barge that actually will hold the ships. As you can see, it has a projector right there. It holds the large ships so we can move them around, where we can actually get these to work. But it's not perfect. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see. I do need to put a remote block on this station where I can remotely control this station. In fact, let's do it now. And I'll show you why. Let's get G remote. And I will grab... I probably already had one in there, didn't I? Nope. And we'll grab the parts that we need for it. And this is the exact center line of the station. We don't want that sideways. Just like that. We can build it. There we go. And now it should show up on our access screen. Large shipyard, yes, right there. So that is fine. What else did we... What was I going to cover before this? Oh, so... I don't want to build... I do want to build it, but the first ship I actually want to build is... Let's go back to F10. Is what is called the remote drill ship. This is what's going to replace the Tatara and its drill system with a remote drill system. This is a large ship, and it works very well. I did test it out in creative a lot. It's designed to basically... With the Tatara, I had to be careful with how I positioned the ship and everything like that to kind of go in there and grab stuff. But with this ship, it could go right through an... basically go right through an asteroid without any issues. It's what it's designed to do. So we're going to build that now. So we're going to set that up on this thing. But first, let's get it into position. The situation we have here, though, is that it needs to be able to connect to this without any issues. So I will actually have to move this a little bit. That's why I wanted to actually do this. Take control, information, control panel, projector. Let's get the forward offset a little bit over more. Let's get its vertical... No. I want it to sort of be like that. We can't have this touching the ship in any way. Nope. So are we touching a block now? Let's find out. Let me guess. I don't have any of these. 4, 1, 2. Yes, we did. So now that's connected. Now we got to get this thing lined up. And information. I know, this takes so long, doesn't it? Seems like there'd be an easier way to do it. There probably is. I just don't have the brains to actually think about it. Alright, so... let's kind of bring it over. That looks pretty centered. That looks okay. So let's bring these welders over. Information, remote access, large shipyard. I just want the terminal. Horizontals, we will go... That should be full reverse, I would think. So we're bringing in the welders now. And if I did notice that they don't go out that far, especially, I might have made a little bit too much room for these things to actually get where they need to get, but, yeah. So, that's the closest they get, which is kind of a problem if you're trying to build. As you can tell, they're way too far away. So what I can do is remote access. That's why we have the barge. The barge is meant to move back and forth. So we just take control of it. And I'll move it closer on this edge first. like that. And unfortunately, you got to keep kind of going in between these. Remote access, large shipyard, terminal. I'll turn the welders on, just like that. Am I still not close enough? I would think I'd be close enough. Am I too far down? Remote access. Oh, it's gotta be on that. Okay, so that's the thing you gotta remember. It's gotta be on that middle block. So that's actually a little bit far away. Take control. Kind of bend it over a little bit. We'll bend it. So you see it working now? It's putting everything together that it needs to. Build everything that it can up and down. That looks like it's done. So I'll just move it over, hopefully without breaking too much. And we should see those start lightening up when they are getting pretty close to doing. Oh, I just ran into it. Don't do that. So why can't you build that next part? Probably don't have all of the things I need. So let's check this out. Information. We will go back to the shipyard. And I will shut off. No, station welders. Make sure you do the right ones. So let's go take a look at this thing. I still haven't built all of these. What does that mean? Ship would exceed regulations. I didn't run into that problem before. That shouldn't be an issue. If that's an issue, I might have to reload here in a second. Let me pause this and reload, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so I shut off that blocks limit thing, and now everything seems to be welding up fine. I actually left the welders on, so when I locked in, it built these welders. Where I don't want to get too close to those; they will kill me. It did build. I don't know why I'm getting a block limit on these. The block limit for large ships is a lot higher. I only get that error when I'm using stuff like machines, you know, like not regular blocks, but I shut that off. It's up to you guys if you want to shut off in your game. You do get a warning when you do shut it off that it's there to help with performance, but yeah, I'm not playing that. Let me go back to this. I do have to go back to the remote again. One of them. We'll go to this one. Control. So I have to bring this over here to finish up the building of these. So there we go. So it looks like it's all done. Everything good? I hope so. Let's do a kind of like a round robin on this thing. Oh jeez. Oh, see, glad I did that because it didn't build everything. There we go. There we go. So that is done. Let's go back into the shipyard and shut off the welders. And let's go take a look at this thing. It is connected to the barge, so I have a lot of drills on here. This thing is made for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to get us a large amount of ores in a small amount of time. It works extremely well. I'm surprised this is like my first design of this ship, and it works pretty dang cool. It does have a way to get into it, but it's not meant to actually do anything in it. If this, do we have no gravity? So I can get to the small reactor. There should be another one on the other side, yes, but you shouldn't even have to use those. But I do have to get us some stuff. But let me first break this off from this. So every time you break this off, I always end up having to rename this and rename this because it doesn't like it. This takes the projector name, and this takes a large. It's weird. It's a weird. So hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay, there we go. So the barge is back in business. Like I said, the barge is now named something. Let's take a look here. So it says station projection barge, but if I take control of this, remote control, say I take control of it, you can see I'm actually moving this around. So we go to information, we go to info, and I'll rename this. Every time I have to do this, I rename this automatic. It's not really automatic. Remote drill ship. With it. So let's get the control panel back. We need to turn on the antenna. Is usually on the top. Oh, the battery says it's incomplete. One of the batteries are incomplete. We need to turn this on to 50,000. And we need to complete that battery. So let me grab a battery here. We'll complete. I must have ran out of stuff. Is that my guess? I don't know. I'm guessing. Did I just grab stuff out of there? Not enough power cells. I think I have to manually make power cells. Do I really? I don't have power cells? Well, that's why I didn't finish. Production. Let's make 2,000 of those things. And I'll let those build up. I need 100 of them, so I'll be right back when that's done. All right, she's done. So let's pick an asteroid to go out to. Not 100% sure. It's just to check out. There's one over there by satellite B. All right. So what we need to do is we need to go in here because we need to control it with a large ship that has a large antenna. So that is what our space station's for. So we'll jump in, go in here, jump in the cockpit, go to info, remote access, remote drill ship. That way I can, oh crap. Why can't I move around here? Alright, let me take a look out the mirror here. Alright. I don't want to hit nothing, so... It says I have 11 minutes of power. That's weird. Let me check behind me. Oh, do I even have one in the back? I think I'm all clear. I think I'm clear. I'm not 100% sure. I know I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Holy crap! All right, so I moved quite far away. Is that B? No, that's A. That's B. All right, there's one. Let's see if I can find one. Okay, now it says I have 13 days of power. Awesome. All right, and there's some over there. I don't know, I'm just trying to pick one that looks kind of cool, but I don't want to spend all day like I am right now on trying to find it. Those ones over there seem alright. So let me get this thing going. I shouldn't lose connection. I shouldn't. We have a 50,000 mile radius, so we should be good there. So I am going to risk shutting off the Z. And what I'm going to do is when I get closer to that asteroid, I'll be right back so we don't waste too much time with the traveling. Actually, let's take a look at this. Us leaving. There we go. Goodbye. Yeah, I kind of like it when it's like that. Station to B. Where are we heading? Yeah, those really aren't that far away. There's one down there, but when I get to that big one over there, I'll be back. All right, we're getting closer. Ooh, a little too close for comfort here. 25. So the one thing I wasn't sure of, it was working in creative, but oh, there's some ice right there. But I wasn't sure if the ore detector would actually work. Oh, it does. Okay, so that's uranium's right there. Iron's there. The only thing is it won't... See, notice how the numbers never actually change? That is so annoying. I should detect ice. One thing I can't go into outside view because well, you don't actually get it when you're in a remote control like this. So we got to be careful with that. So let's say I want a bunch of this ice. We don't need it, but let's just say we want a bunch of it. And I just turn on the drills and I go for broke. We watch my mass just incredibly increase. What I actually did. Let me make sure we're clearing everything here. Yep. So I really didn't go. Ooh. That probably caused some damage. Not sure what, but yeah. All right. So what else is there? How much did that give us? That gave us 544. Wow, I almost got more ice than I did with my my little thing that we have set up there. So what do we got? We got cobalt, iron, uranium. I could always use more uranium. But where is that uranium? It's 8 point. So it's in this rock. Well, let's kind of just pound our way into it. Pound our way into it. With the right key, it goes straight through without any issues. There's the uranium. Let's kind of clear this out. I mean, how awesome is that? How it just clears everything out. And now I have a good chunk of uranium I can grab. Let's grab this uranium. I don't really need cobalt and all that stuff. I don't know how much I'm going to grab, but I'm going to grab a bunch and I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can tell, I kind of did dig in there quite a bit. Like I said, I could keep going and yeah, we don't want... Stone is another issue. You gotta figure out a way. Somebody suggested that I actually download a mod that turns... I used to play with it. It turns stone into small amounts of every other type of ore. Well, let me ask you guys. What do you guys... I have no problem installing that because since stone is such a useless resource, you use it for one thing, and that's for making, what is it, cement? Or whatever it is, I can't remember. It makes one thing and it helps build a few things, but you don't need like a huge amount of it. But what do you guys think of installing that mod that actually turns stone into small amounts of other resources? You guys decide on that. And if you guys have any other mods you would like me to play with, give me a shout out on what you actually think it should be. Ah, look at that. There's gold over there. Let's go grab that gold. Alright, so I was drilling some gold and then I saw pieces of gold flying around. Let me make something. Am I full? No, I'm not full. I mean, I have that large container which holds 4 million. I'm not even close. So I have 850k of gold, 57k, 624k of that, and 613. So, I mean, that's pretty good haul for a demonstration. So, let's get back on the way home here. And we will dock with the station and come up with some new things. I'll be right back. One thing to note, it's nice to see the satellites that are defending the outside range. So these satellites are about 500 meters away from the station, just enough that the station can support them when the ships get close to them, but far enough from the station that the ships themselves that attack the station will most likely target these before they target anything else. So that is a pretty cool thing, and I don't want to hit that thing. Please go by it. So we're coming in on the station. I'm going to have to move the Tatara there out of the way when we want to dock here. So let me kind of get into a docking position here. Hey, we want that docking position. Not, oh crap. We didn't hit nothing, did we? Nope, we were far enough away. Alright. We want that docking position, Tatara. Not you. What are you doing there? Alright, kind of move in here. The Tara itself doesn't have a remote, right? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. So, I'll be back. Another good note. I did see that we did cause some damage to the ship. Remember when we hit something, I said, oh, I hope that didn't damage anything? Well, it took out an ion engine and caused a little bit of damage over here. I'll fix that a little bit later, but right now we're still able to fly. So remote control, take control, 6. Is that on the top or bottom? I don't really know. I forgot where that connector was. It's on the bottom. Alright, so remote control, remote ship. So that is 7. Alright. So this is all backwards, of course. Not really, but this part is backwards. Alright, so why'd I have to put it on the bottom for? Jeez. Everything's backwards. I'll get used to it. We'll dock up here. And everything should line up. There we go. So I gotta go to the G menu. I do have to set this up. I haven't done that. Oh, I did set it up. Okay. 5. Inventory. Should have pulled them all out. All the ores should be out. Alright. Cargo. Ours should be white. Where's my cargo? Large cargo. So everything's out. Let's get out of here. And let's go inside and see what our screens tell us, and that'll be the end of the episode. So as always, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Again, give me, if you have any mod ideas, I am open to mods, but I'm not open to mods that make the game too easy. So that mod that somebody suggested it before, that nano mod where it basically builds everything for you. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea right now. That's why we built the large shipyard, the small shipyard. That's our nanite control, whatever it's called, thing there. So where is it? Ore. So if you look at our ore, the only thing I need, which I really don't need, is iron, scrap, and silver. Everything else I have large amounts of. Uranium I got, wow, 1.5 million. Stone I got way too much. Silicon, I probably could use some more of that. Platinum, we're doing fine. Nickel, finally got that nickel. It used to be at 1 million, if you guys remember. Magnesium, we got plenty of magnesium. We have plenty of iron, because if we look over here, we have 976k of iron. It's almost the most we have. I do have plenty of silicon too, so we are pretty good mining wise. Alright, right now, that we got 603k of ice. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'm impressed with that. So as always, guys, hit that like button. That like button is the YouTube version of, hey, look at me. It's not so much, you know, like, well, obviously you guys are liking the videos. You guys are doing an awesome job that you are watching the videos. But it just helps me out, helps the video get more views, more people notice it when they do the search. So that's why I ask you to hit that like button. Anything else? You know, it's just, you know, it's just extra frosting on the cake, like if you subscribe and all that. So as always, guys, this is Malkuth 1974. Have a great day. Malkuth out of here.